my name is Alfred Bigby. A lot of people here in Montana know me by AJ. I worked along with Dennis Longknife. I see him on here. Hi, Dennis. Um, so let's get into this. Oh, there we go. The Flathead Indian Reservation is in western Montana. We're north of Missoula, south of Kalispell. It's home of the Salish, Kootenai, and the Confederated tribes. The reservation itself is about 1.2 million acres and growing. We are purchasing other lands around the area. So a little history on the Flathead Reservation here, working with APHIS. It's been going off and on for around 15 years now. The grant money that is established or set aside for grasshoppers and Mormon cricket is very limited. So we have to prioritize the areas that we have with the highest infestations. Each year we do surveys. This is my 9th year in the Tribal Lands Department that we've done surveys consecutively. We do have to follow strict regulations with eagle nests and water bodies. Water bodies will also include home sites with wells. The Lands Department, along with APHIS, we also do meetings in the areas of concern, which is the western part of the reservation. Coming up there, I'll have a map that shows the areas. It is determined by the previous year's survey. Now, surveys are normally done in May and June looking for hatches, and the sprays will start in July. They normally want to do the sprays in July due to the fact that they are not flying as far at the time, so it takes less of the chemical for them to spray. This last year, we sprayed 46,000 acres. There was a little over 70,000 acres surveyed. 1,559 acres of trust land was sprayed by ground. Here's the map that shows the areas that we have. On the western side of the reservation is almost like a desert. It's really dry, arid piece of property there. The pink dots that you see are the eagle's nests. We have to stay a mile away from the nests to not disturb. That's where the ground control comes in. But I don't know if you could see my marker. We only have one area that is really mainly ground control because we have 6 nests in that spray area. Kind of cleaned up the map here to show the yellow is private and state, individually owned, and the green is tribal owned. Now, this last year, all the black is what was sprayed. So we did get a good part of it. We stayed away from the eagle nests, the water bodies. The ground control was done by side-by-side defenders, 4-wheelers, pickup trucks. So we had this all done in about 10 days. This, my presentation is actually fairly short, so it's good because it's lunchtime. So for the future, we do plan on continuing on with this. The Mormon crickets have been very limited. The grasshoppers, we are still fighting these after 10 years straight that I know of. They will wipe out crops. In an 80-acre parcel, what was explained to me was that the cost of a private landowner through APHIS, the Department of Ag, and us, a private landowner, it'll cost them what it'll cost to sell one bale to save 80 acres. So the price is really not that high. It's just the process of getting it out there, the rental of the planes, the side by sides, the four wheelers, the manpower, the hours it takes to survey the areas. So I'm going to finish this and go back to the map here for any questions.